Let's watch Charlie Kirk help President Trump win the 2024 election. We start this off with a story from 2016.
There's a reason for this 31-year-old kid living out of Arizona who in 2016 was Don Jr.'s bag boy, literally was carrying Don Jr.'s bags. And 10 years later, not even, had changed the world.
And she mentioned in another interview, Charlie Kirk was like Don Jr.'s assistant in 2016.
Was Don Jr.'s bagman, like assistant, in 2016.
No kidding.
Started Turning Point USA, and now he's a juggernaut. He is hosting conference after conference to generate enthusiasm amongst young people for conservative values.
We will now show a few clips of the years leading up to 2024. Here's Charlie Kirk in 2020 at the RNC.
It is an honor to be with you tonight. My name is Charlie Kirk. I run the largest pro-American student organization in the country, Turning Point USA, fighting for the future of our republic. Speaking to you in my personal capacity tonight as a 26-year-old, I see the angst of young people as well as the challenges facing new parents.
A common thread in this video will be Charlie's work with young people, but here's one from 2021.
Number two thing, we need more young people to start new things. We need more young people to start new churches, to start new businesses, to start new families.
And here's one from Charlie in 2022.
I want to win. I don't want to win elections. That's fine. That's a small thing. Elections come and go. I want to win the civilization. I want to live in a country that is free. I want to live in a country I recognize. The conservative movement is trending towards a movement that will represent 60, 70, 80% of voters of all backgrounds and all colors.
And one more before we get to 2024. Here's Charlie in 2023.
Now, a couple other things that I want to make sure I mention. If you're a young person here and you say, boy, you know, what do I want to do for my life? Honestly, you should get married as young as possible and have as many kids as possible. Period.
And then in 2024, Charlie Kirk's organization, Turning Point USA, held many campaign events for the Republican nominee, Donald Trump. The vice president talks about that here in a recent post. It was read on Fox News.
Some of our most successful events were organized not by the campaign, but by Turning Point USA. He wasn't just a thinker, he was a doer, turning big ideas into bigger events with thousands of activists. And after every event, he would give me a big hug, tell me he was praying for me, and ask me what he could do. You focus on Wisconsin, he'll tell me. Arizona is in the bag. And it was.
Chills. That's so cool. Both of those, bam, for the Republicans.
All right, the AP has officially called the final state in this year's presidential election.
President-elect Donald Trump has won the state of Arizona, according to that projection from the AP.
And CBS News now projects that Donald Trump is the winner in Wisconsin.
And now a few clips from the Turning Point USA events in 2024.
Let me also thank Charlie Kirk for hosting this event and for his leadership, as well as Bishop Aubrey Shines. Thank you, Bishop. In Venezuela, crime is down 72%. I'm going to tell Charlie Kirk, I'm going to say, Charlie, next year, I want to have your wonderful summit in Venezuela. And he'll say, why? I said, because there's no crime in Venezuela. They put all their criminals into the United States. So I want to go to Venezuela where it's safe. Can you believe it?
Here we are now pretty shortly before the election, October 2024.
But I especially want to thank Charlie Kirk because he is working so hard. The only thing is, one thing when I come here and do this for him, I always have to shake about 15 times the number of people. I was shaking hands for an hour. And I said, this must be a Charlie Kirk.
President Trump is so funny. Oh my gosh.
Affair. But you know what? He's a fantastic person. The job he does with Turning Point, and I just want to congratulate him and thank him. He's working very hard.
And also shortly before the election, here's Charlie Kirk and JD Vance in North Carolina.
And we are just a couple of days out from this critical election, guys. And this state will help determine the future of our country.
CNN projects that Donald Trump will win the state of North Carolina.
And we're just going to have a lot of fun today hearing from a thoughtful and sincerely good person. So join me in welcoming the next Vice President of the United States, JD Vance, everybody.
Our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, JD Vance.
Again, chills. And JD Vance also had this to say in that X post I talked about earlier about the help Charlie gave him during the campaign.
The Vice President of the United States, who was very close to Charlie Kirk, had this to say on X. When I became the VP nominee, something Charlie advocated for both in public and private, Charlie was there for me. I felt this acute sense of guilt that I had conscripted my kids into this life without getting their permission. And Charlie was constantly calling and texting, checking on our family, and offering guidance and prayer.
And then a final few short clips for this video. We'll be talking about Charlie Kirk's impact with the youth vote.
It is not an overstatement to say that Charlie Kirk delivered the youth vote to Donald Trump almost single-handedly, something that no Republican had ever gotten. No one even bothered. Young people they don't vote Republican.
Charlie Kirk was a great person, a great man, great in every way, especially with youth.
But Charlie said, no, they can be reached. We're seeding an entire group of people that we don't need to seed.
So, Steve, there were a bunch of surprises overnight. One of them is the youth vote traditionally goes to the Democrats. Not so much in this one.
Yeah, big movement here. Let's call up the exit polls from last night. Take a look. Okay. Voters under 30. And we got here a comparison to what happened last night and what happened 4 years ago. So last night, now, Democrats still won. We say Democratic candidate because it was Harris last night, Biden in 2020. So Harris wins the youth vote by 13 points. But 4 years ago, Joe Biden won it by 24.
We will finish the video here. Charlie Kirk realizing Trump won the election.
Is the president going to speak now?
Who's saying that Fox called it? I'm sure they did, but
we're seeing Fox call it live.
Everyone's
Charlie,
saying it.
Let me give you credit from right here in Pennsylvania. You were the guy, you and Tyler, convinced me. You say, Cliff, stop door knocking across the country, go back to your home state, own Pennsylvania.
We are now projecting that Donald J. Trump will win the state of Pennsylvania. Former President Donald J. Trump will win the state of Pennsylvania, and thereby he is on his way to becoming the 47th president of the United States.
Let's go.
There it is.
Clean up, clean up, clean up.
The run on.
Huge win. Oh, my God.
So with that said, I'll finish the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk.